What is up, guys? It is Christ, and we are back with another video. Welcome back to Dream Theater Thursday, and welcome back to the Dramatic Turn of Events album reaction. Now, a couple things before we get into this. This video will probably be up late. I do apologize. It may be 12:30 to 1 o'clock my time before it actually uploads. I try to upload by 12, but it's just not going to happen today. There's a bunch of reactions I had to record before this. A bunch of bands dropped new stuff that I was not aware of at the time, so I had to record those as quick as possible, and then I got to Dream Theater. So that's what we're doing right now. Number two, I was really busy Tuesday and Wednesday, so I didn't upload on those days. So you will be getting those videos on Friday. It's gonna be a big day for me Friday because you guys are gonna have a lot of content. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the album reaction. The first song up is going to be "This Is the Life," and it was written by guitarist John Petrucci. He says it's about what mentality man should have in this life. If people want to be happy and realize their life, they mustn't waste time wishing they were someone else. This is so true. Like, I have had a lot of experience with this type of thing. Okay, so he says, it's only a waste of time. You are the master of your own destiny. So instead of dreaming about being someone else, get up and do something about it. Furthermore, the message of this song is to stop berating yourself and accept where you are in life. Okay, so appreciate the life you have, whatever that is. That is a pretty good message, I will say, but we're going to have to listen to the rest of the song because I am super excited. So I have all three songs queued up. There shouldn't be any ads, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, it's short but sweet.
In the heart of your most solemn barren night, when your soul's turned inside out, have you questioned all the madness you invite? What your life is all about. Some of us choose to live gracefully. Some can get caught in a maze and lose their way home. This is the life we belong to, our gift divine.
Ooh. He has a really good tone right now on the guitar. Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you ever wished that you were someone else? Traded places in your mind. It's only a waste of your time. Some of us choose to live gracefully. Some can get caught in a maze and lose their way home. This is the life we belong to, our gift divine.
Ooh, I love the effect that Petrucci, I'm not, Rudess has on the keyboard right now. It's so well.
Cast out the monsters inside. Life begins with an empty slate. Fragile, left in the hands of fate. Driven by love and crushed by hate. Until the day the gift is gone and shadows Some of us choose to live gracefully. Some can't get caught in the maze and lose their way home. Memories will fade. Time races on. What will they say after you're gone? This is the life we belong to. Our
Ooh, nice transition there. There you guys have it. That was "This Is the Life" by Dream Theater. I will say, I really like this song, because of, I think it's the only ballad I've heard on this album so far. I think they only have like one or two ballads per record. This was a very, very good ballad. I really enjoyed this one. I like the guitar sort of like clean tone that he had in the beginning. I thought it was an acoustic, but I don't think it is now. I think he was just using like a really, really nice clean tone. And I say it was a really, really nice tone because I really enjoyed it. Um, I will say that this guitar solo in this song was absolutely amazing. It touched my soul. Petrucci's solos always do that, but this one was special. Really enjoyed the solo in this one. Um, as far as the drums go with Mangini, I really enjoyed the drumming on this record. And I don't really fall into the trap. I don't really pick sides because I've heard enough of Mangini to become a believer of his drumming. Um, and I don't really see the robotic sound. Of course, people said that this one, the drums were already written. A lot of people said that I think Petrucci or Rudess had already written the drum tracks, or like the drum, the drum tracks. But they also said that this is supposed to be like a spiritual, like reincarnation, or like a musical reincarnation of, I think they said, images and words, which I can sort of see some songs definitely sound like it more than others. What was this song? the first one, On the Backs of Angels, definitely sounded like Pull Me Under. It had a lot of the same song structures. They said there's one towards the end, Breaking All Illusions. I think they said that one sounds like, I think they said Learning to Live. So I'm pretty excited for that one. Learning to Live was a really, really good song. So I'm pretty excited for that. Or is it Beneath the Surface? I can't remember. Either way, pretty excited for the rest of the record. Overall, I thought this song was lyrically and musically a masterpiece. I really enjoyed this one. Didn't break the mold in any sort of way, but that's all right. They have already well established themselves as the kings of progressive metal, in my opinion. They don't need to. They don't need to keep proving the point with this particular song. They don't got to prove it with every song on the record. But I really enjoyed this one. I can't say it's as good as the others, simply because it's a ballad. There is some ballads that I will say that are better than most songs on the record. For example, Endless Sacrifice I consider a ballad, even though I don't think it technically is. I still think it has that sort of ballad and sort of like ascending feel to it that a lot of ballads have. So that's just my thoughts on this song. I thought it was good, but I think the other three songs were better. So I'm looking forward to the next two. Bridges in the Sky, I think it's called. Let me look. Yeah, Bridges in the Sky. Let's get the lyrical analysis out of the way first. Okay. This song is about a shaman experience. It's musically very riff-driven, but extremely melodic at the same time, which is pretty cool. It has a really cool breakdown that's almost slightly Israeli ethnical part. At the beginning, there is a voice, and that's the shaman. And he says it's a soul-searching tune. It's about being in a very dark, soulless period and then trying to go through the healing process. Jordan and us in the studio went through hundreds of samples, and we went through that, and these were the Gregorian vocals, and we thought, oh, cool, remember that. Okay, apparently this is about a shaman, and I don't think that this is going to have really that cohesive of a lyrical, like, point, I guess. Lyrical meaning, I guess lyrical meaning might not be all that much, or maybe all over the place, I don't know, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to be focusing more on the music for this one. Sounds like this could be this record's Home, though. Because Home was super heavy, but it also had a lot of ethnical parts. Okay, throat singing. Ooh, I like the harp. I think that's just a effect, though. All right, come on. Okay. Okay.
Silently dreaming awake, hidden memories flying back. I will not grow in the light until I pass through the darkest caverns of my heart. Dance with fire, spirit guiding race, the world outside. Messenger of truth, I trust in you. Transform me now. Sun, come shine my way. Make healing waters bury all my pain. Wind, carry me home. The fabric of reality is tearing apart. The piece of me that died will return to live again. At last the time has come to unite again as one. To the power of the earth I'm calling. Crossing bridges in the sky on a journey to renew my life.
Okay. I get major home vibes right now. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yes. Oh yeah, come on. Yes. Get such good home vibes right now.
Sun, come shine my way. Make healing waters bury all my pain. Wind, carry me home. The fabric of reality is tearing apart. The piece of me that died will return to live again. At last the time has come to unite again as one. To the power of the earth I'm calling.
Okay, yeah. Come on.
Sky on a journey to renew my life. Shaman.
Holy crap, man, what a song. They get the clap. Holy crap. What an amazing song. Oh my god, that was such an amazing song. There you guys have it. That was Bridges in the Sky, and oh my god, that was amazing. Um, I will say that my suspicions were correct. When I said it, I thought it was going to sound like Home. Oh man, that was amazing. It blew my mind. And they did a couple of lines that were like sort of in the same like vocal pattern as Home. In the final chorus, they did a line that kind of reminded me of the chorus from Home. It was very, very brief though. It wasn't like the whole thing reminded me. What really the most reminded me of it was the instrumental section in the middle. That's really what reminded me of it. Um, I will say this: if this is supposed to be images of words, is this one supposed to be? I can't be comparing everything to Metropolis, but like, is this one supposed to be like the spiritual successor or rather rebirth of Metropolis? I would definitely like to know if that's the Metropolis, the Miracle in the Sleeper. I would definitely like to know if this is what that's supposed to be, or if that's what this is what that was supposed to be. I'm not sure. Um, very, very, very amazing song musically. I really enjoyed the different type of vocal style. I believe that's called throat singing, but I'm not sure. It was a really cool like sort of addition to add, and then they sort of went with this ominous and almost prayer style of singing in the beginning. I thought that was a really cool addition to add. The guitar solos were super heavy in this song, and I really liked James' voice. The contrast between them was amazing. I definitely really love it when they do stuff like that. The drums on this song were absolutely amazing as well. I really love Mangini on this record. You guys have heard it. You're probably going to hear it 100 more times since until the album ends, but I really like his drumming on this record. Even though they were already written, I still like him. So, this is definitely my favorite song on the record so far, without a shadow of a doubt. I really liked the first three though. The first three were so good. Like this is another record I'm gonna have to go and buy. I still need to buy Images and Words. I haven't got that one yet, and I need to buy 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. I just haven't found a good deal. Everything I've seen is like $30-something for 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. So I'm kind of waiting until I find a better price for it, as well as Images and Words. I'm not really finding any good deals on it that are like on eBay or something. So I'm kind of waiting until I find a really good deal on them. So yeah, this album is shaping up to be one of my favorites. I hesitate to say top three, but I've really enjoyed the rest of the songs. And if it can keep this up, it'll have earned a top three spot. I think this one, Train of Thought, and then Metropolis Part 2 are definitely, if this one impresses me the rest of the way through the album, it's definitely going to take the top three spot. And it's going to push Awake out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to the final song for today. This is going to be Outcry, and I'm pretty excited for it. Pretty excited for any Dream Theater, honestly. But I'm going to bring up the lyrical page up here so that I know what this is about. Also, I need to know, on Genius, I'm seeing a bunch of instrumental songs, and it looks like it's just the album songs, but with an instrumental twist. So let me know if that's the only thing, or if there's additions to be made, because I don't want to miss anything on this record, as well as B-sides. Let me know if there's any, because next week is going to be the last week for this, unless there's other stuff. So let's look what this says. This is from the Dream Theater wiki, which is a bit different. It's about the recent revolutions taking place in North Africa. Okay, that's kind of cool. With like, I think in Egypt there was around this time. I think this was released around 2011, 2012, where there was. Let me look. 2011, yeah. So I was in high school and there was a revolution going on in Egypt, and it was getting scary because people were, if I remember correctly, the people were trying to revolt against the Egyptian government, and like the Egyptian government was like firing back at its citizens. So it was a pretty scary time. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty dark topic. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Ooh. Ooh, I really like this. Very, very different intro for Dream Theater. Oh, okay, got another industrial vibe. I like it. Oh, this reminds me of another riff. Untethered Angel. This reminds me of Untethered Angel.
Distant thunder roars. The revolution has begun. The water wind our wars. As I welcome death, I hear the battle cry. Bullets fall like fire raining from the sky. Love level in my soul. Something is tired of being pushed around. But freedom has a price. The cost is buried in the ground.
That riff reminded me of Untethered Angel, I think. The verse riff.
We suffered far too long. We gather now, growing stronger. We will not be ignored anymore, any longer. Our anthem will guide us. Rise up, be counted, stand strong and unite.
definitely sounds like another foreign style of scales, so it definitely sounds like it could be talked about and referencing North Africa. Oh my god! Ooh, okay. Absolutely amazing instrumental section. Absolutely amazing instrumental section. And it wouldn't be Dream Theater without some elevator music.
You can look the other way, or you can face the light. Although it seems
Holy crap. Holy crap. What an amazing song. Just want to make sure there's nothing at the end. A lot of times they've fooled me before. Wow. Wow. What an amazing song. I don't need this for the rest of the video. This song was absolutely amazing, and I wanted to sort of bring up the Wikipedia page about the Egyptian Revolution, simply so I could have a little bit more backstory to what this is talking about. And this song kind of hits home simply because I witnessed it. I witnessed not with my own eyes, but like through videos I had seen on Facebook and the different kinds of news stories that were being shared across the internet and like YouTube and stuff like that. It was an absolute war zone going on in Egypt because the people had been oppressed for so long, and they finally said enough is enough, and they revolted against the Egyptian government, and they basically fought for their freedom, and a lot of people died from it. If I remember, if this is the same one I'm thinking of. Okay, this is going to be kind of a longer video. I'm going to go off on a tangent here simply because I want to see about this. Okay, the Egyptian Revolution of 2011, also known as the January 25th Revolution, started on January 25th and spread across Egypt. The date was set by various youth groups to coincide with the annual Egyptian police holiday as a statement against increasing police brutality during the last few years of Mubarak's presidency. It consisted of demonstrations, marches, occupations of plazas, nonviolent civil resistance, acts of civil disobedience, which is riots, and strikes. Millions of protesters from a range of socioeconomic and religious backgrounds demanded the overthrow of the president, which, if I remember correctly, he held pretty much all power. He was able to reelect himself if he so chose to, and that's the reason they were protesting, because it was the last few. I think it said it was the last few. Was it the last few years that he was supposed to be president, or was it the last few years like that he was president? I'm not sure. Violent clashes between security forces and protesters resulted in at least 846 people being killed and over 6,000 injured. So yeah, a lot of people died over this. Protesters retaliated by burning over 90 police stations across the country. The Egyptian protesters' grievances focused on legal and political issues, including police brutality, state of emergency laws, lack of political freedom, civil liberty, freedom of speech, corruption, high unemployment. See, this is what a lot of people don't understand, why freedom of speech is so important here in America. A lot of people think it's okay to silence somebody that they disagree with. And meanwhile, there's people in other countries literally dying for their right for their trying to get the right to freely speak without fear of repercussion, to fight for the right to say anything they want to without being jailed or killed or executed. And that's just an issue that's very, very important to me, not only on YouTube but in real life. Freedom of speech is definitely something that I value a lot. And I know that a lot of countries don't have it. And some countries, you can be jailed for saying certain things. And it's an absolute civil injustice is what it is. So that's about the most political you're going to see me on this channel. So yeah, this song kind of hit home to me because I had actually seen this stuff happen. I was watching the news as it was happening. People were getting hurt and stuff, and they were dying. And it hits home because you got to put yourself in this situation. What would you do in this situation where you had been under pretty much military law for your entire life, and you finally had a chance to take back your freedom, to take and fight for the rights to make your country a better place, what would you do? Would you just sit there and continue to live under this law? Or even if you died, would you try and fight to make this country a better place for the next generation of people? Um, and so I really like this song because of that aspect. I will say that this is probably it's a tie between this one and Bridges in the Sky, because holy crap, this song was amazing. Both musically, we haven't even talked about the music. We're still talking about the lyrics. Um, and I'm actually gonna not talk about this just because I could make an entire video based off of this one song. So I'm gonna keep it short now. It was an absolutely amazing message. Um, and they sort of perfectly encapsulated what people had done in Egypt, and I'm so thankful that I got to hear this in song form simply because I witnessed it, and it's something that has stuck with me for a very long time. And so, props to Dream Theater. You guys get another clap for that. I don't give those out very often, but yeah. So musically, this song wasn't as heavy as the previous one, but it had a lot of symphonic elements, which I really liked, and it was so jam-packed full of emotion, both sad and depressing, as well as hopeful and what's the exact word I'm trying to think of? Inspiring, inspiring. It was so sad and depressing, but yet on the flip side, it was so hopeful and inspiring. Um, and I think that I really like this theme. The instrumental section in the middle was also one of the best I have ever heard out of Dream Theater. I really like the dueling guitar solo and the keyboard solo, and this is one where definitely Rudess shined. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is his best song on the record, but I have yet to hear the last three. Um, Overall, this was an absolutely amazing song, perfect, flawless from start to finish. Um, Really enjoyed this song. I really enjoyed this episode, and this is shaping up to become one of my favorite records in Dream Theater's entire catalog. And I'm so thankful that I get to share this journey with you guys, simply because I don't think I would have discovered Dream Theater had it not been for this channel. The odds of me actually listening to Dream Theater by myself is just it would have been almost non-existent. So thank you guys so much for this journey that you have taken me on. I've gotten so much support for Dream Theater, and it's just awesome to see. So now I'm going to leave it in your guys' court. What did you think of my analysis of different kinds of things, both the musical and the lyrical analysis? Did you agree with what I had to say? Did you not? I would love to know in the comment section below. Also, I need to know in this video if there's anything else that I need to react to next week, because there is tons of like songs and stuff, but I don't know if there's any like B-sides or like stuff that was released in the same recording process. I know that a lot of people said, I think they said A Change of Seasons was recorded in the same process as Awake, or rather, I can't remember exactly what they had said, but there was definitely some things where if I wouldn't have asked you guys, I would have missed. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. Make sure that I'm not leaving anything out. If it's just the album, that's perfectly fine. But if there's anything more, I need to know. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been almost an hour, but I appreciate it, and you guys are the MVP. You guys are the real supporters of this channel if you guys have stuck around to the very end. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and we will see you in the next Dream Theater video.